What's up, guys? It's Thursday, and I'm your MaxinnePal. What's up, guys? I'm MaxinnePal, and I'm your Thursday. Yeah. So, first of all, I went through, the people who actually viewed my video last week, and I know I said nobody watches my videos, but I wrote down everybody's name who watched my video, and I just would like to give them a shout out right now. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Grandma. You guys are the best. Okay, so this week's theme is favorite YouTubers, and I have a lot. Like, I watch a billion YouTubers. So I narrowed it down to 19 channels, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly read through them all and then talk about my top 2 channels and the people that are involved in them, because one of them is a collab channel. Here we go. I'm just going to list them all off right now, and then I'll go back and talk about specific ones. Okay, Our Second Life, Gracie Ann Parks, Gen X Pen, That's So Jack, Marcus Butler TV, Touch the Sky Films, Pickle and Banana, Trevor Moran, It's Elliot and Owen, Jack's Gap, Olin Rogers, Lighthouse Bugs, Paint, Connor Franta, Kian Sam 13, Decasp, Pointless Blog, Bipolar Bananas, and JC Kalen. That is my top 19 channels, I think it is. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make it 20 because Ryan's Life is Average. He's pretty funny too, so top 20. Okay, so the first of the 2 main channels that I watch that I'm going to talk about is Gracie Ann Parks. If you don't know who Gracie Ann Parks is, that's okay, because you should go check her out and subscribe to her, because she doesn't even have 7,000 subscribers yet, so she's still getting up there in view. She is literally the sassiest person I've ever come across on YouTube, and if you watch her videos, she is so over the top and so funny, and she likes to really exaggerate herself and stuff, and so I think it's funny when people get offended by her videos because they're like, oh, she's being rude or whatever, and it's like, honestly, she's just stating her opinion, and she's not actually looking to offend people. So if you get offended by stuff she says, it might be because you're guilty of it. But her stuff is so real and so true, everything she says, and she just likes to be really funny and sassy about explaining it and everything. And I am proud to say that I am a sasser, which I know now you're looking at me like you're weird, you just called yourself a sasser, what the flip is that? And a sasser is a Gracie Ann Parks fan, so you too can become a sasser by subscribing to Gracie Ann Parks. And I will actually link her below along with the other channel that I'm going to talk about. So check her out, and even if you comment on one of her videos or subscribe, you should tell her MaxinnePal sent you. Alright, so the second channel that I'm talking about is called Our Second Life. Now, I'm pretty sure half of you watching just went, oh my gosh, I love Our Second Life, they're the best collab channel ever. And then the other half of you are like, I've never heard of Our Second Life, and are they really that funny? And for those of you who don't know Our Second Life and are wondering if they're really funny, they are hilarious. They are a bunch of my favorite YouTubers all on one channel, which is amazing, and they all have their own individual channels. So I'm going to say their individual channels and kind of tell you a bit about them. Alright, so Monday on this collab channel is Connor Franta. And Connor Franta, it's really interesting because I've been watching him for a long time now. I've been watching him since before he was even a part of Our Second Life, before that channel was even created. And I actually found out about Our Second Life through him, and it's led me to find so many other YouTubers which are just amazing. Now, Tuesday on that channel is Pickle and Banana, which is Ricky Dillon, and he is twerktastic. And if you want to know why I said that, you should go watch his videos, because he basically twerks in every single one. That's like his signature thing. And also he has an alternate being living within him called Nicki Minaj. And it's quite hilarious because Ricky Dillon is obsessed with Nicki Minaj, and if you watch his stuff, he's just over the top sporadic and just really loud and really funny. So Wednesday on this collab is Sam Podorf, and him and another member of Our Second Life actually share YouTube channels, and one of their YouTube channels is KianSam13, and he's just he's more chill, I want to say. So Thursday on this collab channel is JC Kalen, which is why last week I was pretending to be him, I guess. That might be one of the reasons, and I kind of failed because, I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm not a boy, right? But he has what he calls Kalen Thursdays, and it's every Thursday he uploads his main channel video as well as his Our Second Life video. And also he does a You Now for like an hour, I think. He does like a You Now. And so he does that, he tries to do it every Thursday, the You Now, but he does the other two every Thursday, obviously. And he calls his fans clouds, and I know that sounds really weird, and like he has a cloud tattooed on his wrist, and it sounds really, really weird because you're like, why would you do a cloud? But it's because his middle name is actually Cloud. It's Justin Cloud Kalen. That's why. Okay, so now we're to Friday, and Friday on this channel is Trevor Moran. Trevor Moran. Remember that name, okay? You might not recognize the name, but if you remember the Apple Store dancer, the kid that did all those dancing videos, that is actually Trevor Moran, and he was the one that did all those weird videos, those crazy cool stuff, and then he was actually on the X Factor this last year, I believe, and he is a fantastic singer. He's only 14, and he's just phenomenal, and his voice is way beyond his years, in my opinion. And so he did Sexy and I Know It. I think he did his own version of that to audition for the X Factor, and it was really cool, so you should definitely check him out as well. Oh, and he calls his day on the collab channel, he calls it Ratchet Fridays. I'm not sure anybody knows why, because he's not Ratchet, not whatsoever, but it's Ratchet Fridays with Trevor Moran. Okay, and now Saturday on this channel is Kian Lawley, and he is the other person that is a part of KianSam13, which that is actually Kian and Sam's second channel, I believe. They have like a bunch, but that is kind of their most active right now at this point, because they're doing daily vlogs, or they're trying to, and they're doing it for a month, and then they're taking a month off, and then they're doing it for the next month, so they're doing it every other month, and they alternate days. So it's kind of interesting because you get to see more into their personal lives and kind of more of their personality and how they really are. Okay, so I know it's kind of weird that there's only 6 days that are active on this channel and that there's no one for Sunday, and that is because they had a Sunday, and his name was Ricardo Ordiares, but he had to stop with the channel because he was getting really, really busy, because YouTube actually really helped boost him up to do what he wants to do with his life. And he's actually a is it an I don't know if you call it an MC, a radio host. So if at this point you've realized that I haven't mentioned any of the people in this collab channel as part of my top 20, there is a very good specific reason for that, and that is because I want to give them a shout out right now, because there is no point, in my opinion, putting them in my top 20 when everyone should already know that they are the bomb.com. Okay, there's no reason to do that because they just kind of triumph over everybody. And I love that everybody on this collab channel is completely different from each other, and they all have unique styles and just personalities, and I think they're all really awesome. And I've watched everybody's videos. I know that makes me sound like a creeper, but I've definitely gone and checked out all your guys' videos, and I really enjoy what you're doing, and I hope you guys continue what you're doing because it's a good outlet, and I think you guys are really good at what you're doing. So keep it up. So anyways, I hoped you enjoyed hearing about my favorite YouTubers, and I will put a link down below for Grace Ann Parks and Our Second Life. That way you can find all those awesome channels and everything. And if you liked any of the other people that were mentioned in my list, you should tell me in the comments below because I want to know some of your favorite YouTubers. And maybe you'll even show me some cool new ones because I'm always looking for new YouTubers to watch. So if you're not already, you should subscribe to this channel right here, as well as mine, which will be down in the down bar. And you should, like I said, subscribe to those, as well as check out the other For the Vloggers. Yes, I'm calling them For the Vloggers. You should check out their videos on here and subscribe to them as well, because I know they would really, really appreciate it. And I know I mentioned this last week, and I'm probably going to mention it every week until I just don't seem like a complete loser and somebody actually clicks onto this link and actually wants to be part of this, but I have my own collab channel that I'm starting, and I'm looking for people. I'm trying to find some really awesome people who just want to be a part of a collab channel, and it's just random themes and challenges and just fun stuff. So if you're interested in that, there will be a link below called Clever Collab Kid. But that is all for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up because us in the YouTube community, we enjoy thumbs ups. Well, that's all for this week, and I will see you guys next Thursday because that's my day if you haven't figured that out yet. But I'll see you next Thursday. Later. Bye. Stay fresh.